Hello, this is Kimberly Guile. I am a member of the Mars Hill Speech and Debate Board here in Fountain Hills, Arizona. If you are getting this video, it means that you are either thinking about coming to judge at our upcoming tournament, or maybe you've already signed up and you're just not sure what to expect. So I just wanted to take a minute and tell you a little bit about what we're about, why we do what we do, and then what we need from you. So what we are is we are a homeschool speech and debate club. We are a Christian club. And what that means as far as what you're going to see when you come in to judge. In speech, we do have a couple of categories that are specifically Christian, but most of our categories are not. And that's on purpose because we want our kids to be able to dig in and learn all topics. And then what's their perspective and how, and are they able to convey to you what that perspective is and why they support that particular speech, that particular perspective. And you'll see some that are more what we call interps, that are more fun, they're acting out, and then you'll see some that are very serious, and some of our what we call our platform speeches, where they'll pick a topic and then try to convince you of their side or just inform you. The second thing that we have is debate. Now, a lot of people get very afraid of debate because maybe, you haven't judged a debate before, or maybe you've seen some, political arguments online and you go, who won? Like, how do we know that? So the first thing I want to say to you is don't be nervous. If you have signed up for debate or are thinking about judging debate, we will have a very in-depth training for you on this. But with all of that, even if you didn't have the training, I just want to explain to you why we debate. The reason that we have our kids debate is that on purpose, we want them to be able to take opposite positions of a side, sometimes even sides they don't agree with, right? And be able to defend that side. What that teaches our youth is that there's not always just a right and a wrong in a topic, right? So whether it's politics or something else, it gives them empathy, right? And it gives them, even, when they're going in and they're defending something they may not always agree with, it helps put them in a mindset of what the other side might think and have empathy, right? So we don't come against each other in society, as we've seen so much of in the past, but we come to work together on differing viewpoints and understanding each other. So the sport of debate, which it is a fantastic one. And even if you have never judged debate before, when you go in there, what you're looking for, and this is, I just want to talk for a minute now and go into what we need from you. What we're looking for is, can you understand both sides? And then when you understand both sides, regardless of your personal beliefs, can you see which side defended or supported their side the best? So the skill that you're judging on debate is not a particular topic and a side of a topic, but it's how well did those students get underneath that topic? How well did they think through the arguments? How well did they explain each argument to you? And then that's what you're judging on. So even if you don't know anything else, that is all that is needed inside of the debate. Now, the last thing I wanted to tell you about that we need from you is that we need real people. We don't need experienced debate judges. What we're looking for is our kids are being trained of how do I speak as I go into the rest of my life. When I go into these universities that may not believe like I believe, or if I go into hard situations at work, how do I communicate, and how do I carry that ability to convince, or just to show my side, and the ability to have empathy for the other side for the rest of their lives. So for that they need you. They need your different experience, your different perspectives, and the help to be able to get them. Were you able to do that? Now, this tournament coming up that we've invited you to is a very special one. And we call it a decision in room. And what that means is that the students, this is for debate only, not for speech. If you judge speech, you have a ballot that you fill out, and we'll have a deeper training on that as well for you too, on all the nuts and bolts. But on debate, the students are going to leave the room, and then they're going to come back in. And when they come back in, you're going to give them their decision. You're going to say, you won, you lost. Now, sometimes that's very hard for people, but I just first want you to understand that these kids know that, and that you won and you lost. The losers always learn more than the winners, and they know that, and it drives them to get better and better and better. The reason that we do decision in room is because we're at the beginning. We do it twice a year. We do it at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year. And the reason for the beginning of the year is it helps prep them with their cases. Have they thought through their arguments? Have they where are the holes? Because now as they continue through the year and as they get ready for the national finals or whatever that they decided to do, this is a real gift to them to really see what's underneath their arguments, and have they presented those well enough. So I know that is a very short summary, and you probably have lots and lots of questions of the details. We have another training that we will send out a little bit closer to the tournament that walks you through all the ballots, how you fill those out, what that looks like. And then we have Coach Miha, who is a very experienced coach. He's a world-renowned coach. He's not part of our club, that we bring in, that does a depth training of teaching you, how do I identify a clash? Here's what I can promise you. Not only will this training and this experience help the kids, it will help you. It will help you in the way you think. I know this. I use it all the time in all parts of my life now that I've had the gift of being involved in this sport. And it is such, most importantly, it is such a gift to these kids and to their future. And so I'm so grateful for you thinking about this and considering it. And we hope to see you at the next tournament.